Today's yoga practice is going to be simple, steady, and comfortable. So, anybody can do this. Most anybody can. So, we're going to begin in a seated position. You can try with one foot in front of the other in the lotus position, or if you are more comfortable, sometimes I put my feet together, and that is easier for me, but I think it's a little more challenging maybe to put one foot in front of the other, but you can begin how you would like. So we are going to connect with our body, and that is what we're going to be doing today, and it'll be a slow practice. A lot of it'll be seated, but we're going to stretch the body and deepen the breath, even while we are not making huge movements. We're going to use this opportunity to come into a presence and learn about yourself. So that is today's practice. So you can close your eyes and relax your shoulders down and just notice how you feel. Maybe you have a tendency to want to move, but so we actually, in this moment, we can start with some head rolls. We are going to kind of make these different little half crescent head rolls to start. Just then bringing our hands together near your heart. So take some breaths here, and you can breathe in with your nose, and if you want, you can exhale with your mouth open. Sit up nice and tall, and you can make noise as you exhale out. So stretch your palms up, and nice and easy. The knees might want to go up, but we're pressing them down, so that's some of the work that we're doing. So rock back and forth. Play with your breath, and with your whole movement. Just kind of play with it and see how it feels, but keep breathing. So we're going to stick with it. Find ease in the movement and just breathe. So we are going to kind of, you can look up at your hands, and then you can bring your hands across down to the mat, and put your left palm down and bring your right hand up over your head. This is your side body stretch, and you can kind of pull your head so that it's straight above, or you can lean back and look up and open your heart. And then we are going to switch sides. It doesn't really matter which side you're on, but just switch to the other side and stretch and ease into it. And you can open your heart. As you do this, you kind of find the best position for yourself. So, if you are doing these poses, there's a lot more to yoga than just the pose. So we're going to just kind of work on body awareness today. Close your eyes and find your breath. You might get bored and your mind might wander, but come back to the breath. That's one of the most important things that I've learned about yoga, and I'm definitely no expert, but I do know that the breath connecting to the body is one of the main reasons why yoga is so good for us. So we can walk our hands forward, and it depends on how flexible you are. You can stretch down as far as you can onto the mat. And just be aware of how you feel in your shoulders and your legs. And I personally put my feet together for this, but you can have one foot in front of the other if it feels better for you, if you want to challenge yourself more. And just try to stretch down and feel how it feels. So, try to stretch down as far as you can. You might find a soft sway back and forth. And see if you can stay grounded. You can go down as far as you can. For me, I am stretching. Pretty good for me. And hopefully you can find that same thing for you. So, just hold the stretch and find your breath and press into your sit bone. So you can kind of walk your hands over to one side. Keep it easy. And take a deep breath here and continue breathing. And so we're going to reach to one side, then go back to the center and over to the other side. And stretch and feel how that feels. Again, stay pressed into your sit bone. So, if you were having one leg in front of the other, you can switch sides, which leg is in front. Inhale and exhale. Just kind of notice how your body feels and how your legs feel and how you feel. Now you can interlace your finger, and you might do them in reverse direction from how you did it before. So pull your palms up and find some organic movements and stretch from side to side a little bit. Kind of bring awareness into your spine. It's supposed to be kind of about listening to yourself. So go ahead and listen to yourself while you're doing these little poses and just see what feels good. You can look up and exhale, let your hands fall down, put them behind you, and inhale, lift the heart, and exhale. And draw little lines with your nose and kind of put your head to the side and wait for a kiss on your cheek. And then you move your head to the middle and continue like noticing your breath and put your head down. And then go over to the other side and find some softness in this shape. Relax your shoulders and imagine someone kissing you on the side of your neck. Again. Inhale, extend, and exhale, chin to chest. Nose to navel. As best as you can. and lift up through the crown of your head. Smile and turn into the inner smile. Then you can release your fingertips forward. Palms come to the earth. And you walk your hands forward and just stretch down as best you can. Keep grounded and strong, because we are strong. And continue taking breaths and having awareness on the whole body. So you can come up and move your hands over to a side and ease up a little bit on how you're feeling, maybe that you have to do yoga or you have to do something. Just kind of relax into what you're doing. Take your hands over to the middle and over to the side, other side. Continue your long breaths, and that's one of the great things about the slow yoga. And we're just looking at our palms because we're going to be using them to go down onto the mat in a minute. And we're going to end up getting into table pose in a minute here, but I'm just stretching forward a little. So you can take the time that is necessary and move your body into what positions you need to get yourself into table position. And when you get to table position, press your hands can be like, you can spread your palms wide. In this, I am on a bed, and so I have my hands in a different position, but it's best to spread your palms. So you kind of flow with whatever movement feels good in this position. So you can go into some cat-cows. On the exhale, you can start your tailbone to turn. And then on the inhale, you can keep it nice and slow and drop the tailbone and lift the heart, or which vice versa, and the side you're on. So at your own pace, you can go between cats and cows in this position. And it'll just get your circulation going to move in this way. It's good for your body. So we're connecting our body to our mind with yoga. And you can, if you want to, you can sway your hips back and forth a little bit. Trying to find places that feel tight or sore. And kind of let loose and do what you want with your body a little bit. But we're in tabletop, and then we'll go down closer to child's pose. And if you want, you can put yourself fully into child's pose here. As the cat moves in front of the screen, you'll see that I'm in child's pose. Kitty's wondering what's going on. And we are cultivating full body awareness, and I always feel like when I'm in child's pose, it's like one of the most comfortable positions. And it's a really good one to go into for me. So, enjoy that moment and take some deep breaths in that pose. Maybe take one more deep breath. And then, as you are ready, you can slide forward. So you're lying on your belly. And if you want, you can go into the Sphinx pose or into Cobra as you feel led. So we are just remembering to breathe through all of this, keeping aware, and we are holding the pose as best as we can. I go down into Sphinx pose, and we are going to be going up into downward dog, so it might take you a minute to get there. You can start in table or go straight up into it at a plank, whichever is best for you. But we're going to try to get ourselves into downward dog. And we'll hold it a little bit. And don't forget to be aware of your hands and your feet. Just notice how it feels. Enjoy your practice and stretch out a little bit. If you would like, you can kind of move your knees, but it's up to you. And then kind of walk your feet forward, and you can do a couple tree poses or whatever you want to do here, but I'm gonna end up going into forward bend to feel that. And so pay attention to how your feet feel planted on the ground, and just cultivate awareness of how the stretch feels for you. And if you want to go up, you can come back right down into the same pose. If you need a break, you can take one. Just remembering to breathe. And then we're rising back up into the mountain pose and feeling and relishing in the moment. We can loop our shoulders forward and back, and you can switch directions and just keep connected to the earth with your feet, and draw a couple circles with your nose to work out the kinks. Inhale, draw your palms to your heart, and we are going to be aware of the energy that we have here. And so this has been just a very simple and slow yoga process, and humble, but hopefully it felt good to you, and that's the main point. So continue with a stretch high and reach your hands up like you did when you were seated, and you can really feel that stretch if you do that, and you can go side to side. But mostly I just wanted to say that thank you for enjoying this yoga session. I do intend to post these yoga videos every Saturday, and so I've been going with them for a while now, and it should be that I continue. So thank you so much for following along. And just check out the whole yoga playlist if you're interested. And have a beautiful day. Thank you so much. Okay. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.